Hello, everyone. Big, small, short, tall. Welcome to the Royal Readers Reading Club. How are you doing today? I hope that you're taking care. Well, I have a question for you. Maybe a few. What is it that makes you special? What is it that makes you, you? Where does your magic come from? Is the magic in your eyes? Is the magic in your skin? Is the magic in your hair? Maybe the magic is in your walk. Maybe the magic is in your laugh. Today we're going to read Bintou's Braids. Can you make a prediction about what we might read about today? Well, we have some birds. Some of them are flying. Others seem to be, singing. Can you make a prediction? I predict. Wow, that was a good prediction. Bintou's Braids by Sylviane A. Diouf with illustrations by Shane W. Evans. Bintou wants braids. Pretty braids, just like her older sister and the other women in her family. Long braids woven with gold coins and seashells. But she is too young for braids. Instead, all she has are 4 little tufts of hair. All she ever gets are cornrows. However, when Bintou saves the lives of her 2 young cousins and is offered a reward of her choosing, Bintou discovers that true beauty comes in many different forms. Rich, earthy illustrations and a heartwarming story capture the spirit of a West African village in this wise tale about a girl who learns she's perfect just the way she is. Wow, look at that pattern. What do you think the artist used to create these pictures? As we read, be sure to take a look at the pictures that you see. My name is Bintou, and I want braids. My hair is short and fuzzy. My hair is plain and silly. All I have is 4 little tufts on my head. Do any of you have hair like Bintou? Sometimes I dream that little birds make their nest in my hair. It would be such a nice place for babies to rest. There they would sleep and they would sing. But most of the time I dream of braids, long braids with gold coins and seashells. My sister Fatou has braids and she looks pretty. When she bends over me, the beads in her braids touch my cheek. She asks, Bintou, why are you crying? I say, I want to be pretty like you. She says, little girls can't have braids. Tomorrow I'll cornrow your hair. That's all I ever get, cornrows. Do you get cornrows in your hair? Let's continue. Wow, look at the colors. This morning, Grandma Sukie is coming to our village for the baptism of my baby brother who is 8 days old. Mommy has sent me to meet her. Here she is now in her blue gown. Can you make a prediction of the message that Grandma may have for Bintou? Let's continue. Grandma Sukie knows everything. That's what my mother says. She says old people know so much because they have lived such a long time and have learned more than anybody else. Since Grandma knows everything, I ask her why little girls can't have braids. A long time ago, there was a young girl named Kumba who thought only about how pretty she was, she says while stroking my head. Everyone envied her, and Kumba became vain and selfish. It was then that the mothers decided that little girls would not be allowed to have braids, so that they would only make friends, play, and learn. From then on, Kumba got cornrows. Grandma pulls gently on my ear and says, "Now, little Bintou, when you're older, it's fine to want to look your best and show everybody that you have become a young woman. But you are still just a girl. You will get braids when it is time." How do you think Bintou is feeling after hearing Grandma's message? Do you think she's feeling happy? Do you think she's satisfied with what Grandma has told her? Let's continue. When I sleep that night, I dream that I'm old. I dream that I'm 16 and I have braids with gold coins and seashells. And when I turn my head, the sun follows me. I shine like a queen. When I wake up, I look into the mirror, but I am still Bintou, with 4 little tufts on my head. Today, our yard is full of people in their best clothes. Earlier, Aunt Safi shaved my baby brother's head, and now she holds him for all to see. Daddy whispers the name he and Mommy have chosen to Sirigni Mansour, the elder who leads the prayer. Sirigni Mansour murmurs a short prayer in the baby's ears, and then he says aloud, "His name is Abdu." Wow, look at the celebration. Can you imagine the music, the sounds, the drumming, the waving of hands, the flowing of energy, the flowing of hair, the clapping of hands, the stomping of feet? Can you imagine the celebration? Let's continue. Now we can eat and have fun. Huge platters of lamb and rice appear. I look for the fish balls in hot sauce that burn my tongue. I eat sugary fritters and papayas. What do you think Bintou is up to in this picture? I watch the women from behind the mango tree. My sister Fatou is there. She has put perfumed oil on her scalp between her braids to make it shine. And also, she says, so that the skin pulled so tight hurts less. Mommy's friends have braids with gold coins on their forehead. They say it is to show us children how the great-grandmothers we never knew wore their hair. It took 3 days to finish Aunt Aida's braids. There are so many that even my older sister Mati could not count them all. Take a look at the colors of the outfits in this picture. What do you think the artists used to create these pictures? Look at the detail in the braids and the details in the dress. Can you make a design like this one? I encourage you to try. Mariama, who studies in the city, and her friend have braids that reach down to their waists. Her friend is not from here. I can tell because she talks with an accent. When I gave her a papaya, she said, "I'm Terry, and I come from America." I asked if the little girls there have braids. Many do, and they put colorful barrettes on each braid. They must look pretty, the little girls in her country. The women laugh and shake their heads, and the beads on their braids sound like rain. All I have is 4 little tufts of hair on my head, and I am sad. I walk to the beach like I always do when I want to be alone. It is so quiet. I only hear the waves, the wind in the palm trees, and the birds. And then screams. When I look up, I see 2 boys waving and shouting. Their canoe is sinking. I have to get the fishermen, quick, quick. The path to the village is wide and easy, but it will be faster if I take the shortcut through the bush. Nobody uses it because there are long thorns and sharp stones. I run and jump as fast as I can. "Booba and Yaya are drowning," I cry when I reach the clearing. The fishermen rush past me and push a canoe to the water. Their paddles move fast, fast, fast. They throw a rope to the boys and pull them in. Can you make a prediction about what may happen next? What do you think will happen to Booba and Yaya? What do you think will happen to Bintou? Back in the village, everyone gathers around me. Aunt Alimatu, Booba, and Yaya's mother bring me biscuits. Mommy says, "You are a smart little girl. If you had taken the good path, you would have arrived too late. You have saved these boys' lives. We shall reward you. Tell us what you would like." Before I can speak, Fatu says, she wants braids. Mommy runs her fingers through my hair, where only 2 little tufts remain. The thread around the others broke when I ran through the bush. "Then braids you shall have." Can you make a prediction, friends, about how Bintou is feeling in this moment? I predict Bintou is feeling excited. I predict that Bintou is finally going to get the braid she's been longing for. Let's continue. Tonight, I dream I have braids and the sun follows me. I dream I see a little girl sitting in a tree. Yellow and blue birds nestle in her hair. Her hair is so pretty that everybody has gathered under the tree and smiles up at her. The sun stops following me and shines on the feathers of the birds and the pretty hair where they nest. In the morning, Grandma Sukie calls me to her room. She tells me to sit on the floor between her legs. She rubs perfumed oil in my hair. "You're a special little girl," she whispers. "Your hair will be special too." I tell her that Aunt Awa is coming to braid my hair, but she says, "Hush now." I feel her fingers fast and light. I think she's doing cornrows. I feel tears in my eyes. I shut them tight. When it's over, I don't want to look in the mirror she holds. Grandma says, "Open your eyes, little Bintou." And that's when I see yellow and blue birds in my hair. Gone is the plain girl with the 4 tufts on her head. In the mirror is a girl with pretty hair looking back at me. How do you think Bintou feels in this moment? How do you think Grandma is feeling? Let's continue. Wow, look how pretty her hair is. I am Bintou. My hair is black and shiny. My hair is soft and pretty. I am the girl with birds in her hair. The sun follows me, and I'm happy. The end. Wow. My friends, what lessons did you learn today from Bintou? What lessons did you learn from Bintou and her family? Such a wonderful relationship between Bintou and her grandmother. There's so much wisdom and knowledge to gain from our elders. If you have elders around you, do take advantage. Ask them questions. Listen to their stories. They have so much to share. Do you ever sit down between mommy's legs or grandma's legs or auntie's legs and get your hair done in little tufts or in little plaits? I remember getting my hair done that way when I was little. There's so much in life to celebrate, whether it is life, new life, celebrating togetherness, celebrating family, celebrating a new day, celebrating good health. There are many lessons to learn here from Bintou and her braids. My friends, that will be all for today. Be sure to like this video, hit the bell so you know when we release a new video, and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate your support. The next time you have your hair braided or put into little tufts, take a moment to celebrate how beautiful you are. Bye for now.